Do you know of anybody who's in the running for the linebacker job that you're talking about?
Yeah, like I said, there's 3 of them. God, I don't have the names off the top of my head. That's something for the writers. But
I'll give it a look.
yeah, like I said, though, I mean, 2 of them are. I think 2 of them are on the Panthers staff right now. Yeah. I hate it when I can't answer something like that. I've heard them mentioned, and I'd probably say, "Oh yeah, that's one of them." But
yeah, I'm not coming up with anything.
Mitch Sherman of The Athletic knows, so check his stuff out. One of our good friends. So that's why I plug another service if you want information.
David C., thanks, Mark and Greg, for all you do. I've got to run, but I will reach out and try to recruit some of my other Husker fans to join your forum next time. Take care. Thank you for that. Everybody else do that as well. Also, we will always take your recommendations of any other, whether they're media personalities, writers, and so forth, that you would like to see on here. So leave those there as well.
And we take cash, too.
Well, that above everything. Yeah. Yes, maybe we'll make some bowl projections for next year. And,
really?
Yes.
Who do you think's going to go to a bowl game, Zoe?
Zoe's here.
Huh? Who's going to go to a bowl game? Yeah, everybody knows that's dinner time for Zoe, right?
We may send you out to New York City for a bowl game in like 20-degree weather.
Oh, God.
Might be the one.
Pinstriper.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one. That's one that really does not appeal to me.
Yeah, I bet it doesn't. That's why I threw it out there.
Yeah, obviously you got to deal with the weather, and it's New York City, so it's a super expensive trip, no matter how you look at it. And yeah, you gotta deal with being in New York City. I mean, obviously, it'd be great to hit restaurants and everything while you're there, but boy, you're used to, when you go to a bowl game, you're used to being pretty close to the practice facility and pretty close to where the game is played at. I don't know how it works out when you're in New York, but hey, you got to take what you get. So
yeah,
you got to win 6 games first before we even talk about this.
Yeah, it might need to start in New York City for the Huskers to get back in the postseason fray. That might be the one.
I'd take the Duke's Mayo Bowl over
New York City. Down in Charlotte.
Yeah, how about that?
It's supposed to be a nice town.
You see Matt Rhule get dunked in Mayo after the win. That'd be pretty cool.
Joel's asking, how will Wisconsin fare with the air raid offense? Well, they're going to have to turn over their personnel. They've got a lot of work to do. They're going to have to reshape everybody's mindset and terminology and everything.
I'll tell Joel this. Nebraska tried to do that like 20 years ago, and look where they've ended up. Enough said.
That is true. We'll see if they can pull it off. I'm not going to bet against them, but still, they got their work cut out for them.
They're still always going to have a really solid offensive line and a running game. I don't doubt that at all. And always have a pretty stout defense. So I don't know. We'll just kind of see how long it takes them to adjust to a new scheme.
Yeah, if they're truly going to play an air raid offense and throw the ball as much as like a Mike Leach offense threw the ball when you're talking 45 to 60 times a game versus they've relied on the running game and the quarterback's been complimentary, throw the ball 18 times, 20 times a game. That's a whole then the value of your quarterback and the importance of how well he plays goes from here to there.
Yeah.
He better play great or you're not winning. No longer can you have your quarterback play like garbage, but you run for 250 yards and you're fine because he only hit 9 out of 20 throws, but big deal. You still win the game. When you're going to throw it 45 or 50 times, man, that quarterback, you better find the right guy.
Yeah, and I mean, Wisconsin's done this all these years with basically a statue in the pocket. I mean, the last time they had a guy that could run was Russell Wilson. And, he was a transfer from North Carolina State. And ever since then, have you ever seen a running quarterback at Wisconsin?
Not really. No.
No. So now you're asking to go to an air raid offense and totally change the philosophy of what your offensive line has been doing. And, now you're expecting them to pass block instead of run block. And, we all know that run blocking is a heck of a lot easier, and offensive linemen love to run block way more than they love to pass block. So, yeah, it's going to be weird to kind of see how this all plays out and how long it takes them and how long it takes them to stick with this philosophy, because what do we talk about here week in and week out that Nebraska has not done is that you've got to run the ball to be successful in the Big Ten. And Wisconsin has been that for all these years. And now you're asking them to change. I don't know. To me, this is kind of it's an experiment for sure. And in my mind, it doesn't work. I mean, history's proved that.
D Park 68, we did talk about the Baylor guard, Micah Muskua, who is going to be announcing tonight. And Caleb Ward, thank you so much for the contribution. Appreciate that. We did discuss that. Greg did run down the Nebraska coaching situation in that, linebacker coach and 3 candidates are where we are right now. That's the last position for the Huskers to fill.
Yeah, no announcement yet that I see.